heard Elias Crow laugh. It echoed across the firing range like something alive. It wasn't loud, and it wasn't forced. It was calm, steady, almost amused, as if the world around him was performing for his entertainment. The recruits standing nearby didn't know whether to laugh with him or step away. Most chose to step away. There was something unsettling about a man who smiled when everyone else felt pressure, fear, or doubt. Elias Crow had that smile from the beginning, the kind that said he had already survived something no one else in the room could imagine. Elias was not born dangerous. He was built that way, piece by piece, mistake by mistake. He grew up in a forgotten industrial town in the Midwest, where the factories shut down faster than families could move away. His father worked nights and drank days. His mother learned early that silence was safer than questions. By the time Elias was 10, he understood that laughter was a shield. If he laughed, people assumed he wasn't afraid. If he wasn't afraid, they left him alone. That laughter followed him into adulthood, into the military, and eventually into the stories people whispered when his name came up. He joined the armed forces at 19, not out of patriotism, but because it offered structure, discipline, and an exit. Training exposed something rare in him. He didn't panic. He didn't freeze. Under stress, his mind slowed down while everyone else's sped up. When bullets cracked overhead during live fire exercises, Elias laughed softly, not because it was funny, but because the fear couldn't find a place to land. His instructors noticed. His superiors noticed more. By the time he entered special operations, Elias Crow was already a legend in small circles. Missions went wrong around him, yet he always came back. Not untouched, but standing. He developed a reputation for smiling in firefights, a thin curve of the lips that unsettled enemies and allies alike. Some said it was arrogance. Others said it was madness. Elias never corrected them. He knew the truth was simpler. If he stopped smiling, he might start screaming. The mission that changed everything was never supposed to be memorable. A joint task force operation, deep urban insertion, extraction of a high-value target tied to weapons trafficking. Intelligence said light resistance. Intelligence was wrong. The building was a trap. Narrow stairwells, reinforced doors, overlapping fields of fire. The first explosion shattered the illusion of control. 2 men went down before Elias could even register their names. Chaos filled the air, thick with dust and shouting. Elias moved forward because stopping wasn't an option. His weapon sang in controlled bursts, each shot precise. He laughed then, not loudly, but enough for the man behind him to hear. That man would later say the laughter gave him courage. It also gave away their position. The enemy brought out the mounted gun on the 3rd floor.